Alan, just days to go. Would I be right in thinking that Novice Chasers particularly is where Team King comes here full of hope?
It looks as if we felt all season that we had a very good team of Novice Chasers, so there's probably 4 or 5 of them coming here this week, for this festival, yeah.
Smad Place is back for more, but this time over the bigger obstacles, having done you proud in World Hurdles past.
Yeah, placed third in the last 2 World Hurdles, and he's 2 out of 3 over fences this season. We were very pleased with his warm-up at Newbury the other day, and he seems in good order.
And albeit over hurdles, how much of a plus is it that he does know his way up the hill?
Well, I think it helps that he's been to that it doesn't faze him coming to the festival. It can certain horses. I mean, that's one of the reasons Boulder Success hasn't come. He's been to the last 2 Cheltenhams and fallen both times. So, it certainly won't faze Mad.
Valdez, I was so pleased that you had a big smile on your face. It was back here just after you'd reopened for business, as it were. You were here and he'd gone and won for you nicely at Doncaster. If he comes here, he must come here as a major player, doesn't he?
Hope so, especially if the ground dries up. I mean, he's a much better horse on good ground. I mean, I've been surprised at his progress. He was an all right novice hurdler last year, but that was it. But he's loved jumping fences from day one, and he's continued to progress, and he seems to be in very good form at home at the moment.
And the 1-2 from last year's Coral Cup are both going to come back, but probably not in the same. No, they're not going. They're going different races this time, by the sound of it.
Well, they're both in the Coral and they're both in the World Hurdle. I think Medinas is almost certain to run in the World Hurdle. Just think 11-12. He's a tiny little horse. I think it'd be too much for him. And Meister, I've got to speak to the owners. Gut feeling at the moment is he'd probably come back for the Coral.
Charlie, just days to go. How strong is Team Longsdon actually now looking for the festival?
I hope it's very, very strong. Winning any race at Cheltenham is very, very tough, but I like to think we've got as good a team as we've ever had going there. But whether we can win is a different matter.
And pick one out that you're particularly hopeful. I mean, if I just say to you, what's going to be your first Cheltenham Festival winner? Come on, throw a couple of names into the pot.
So I'll go to Tuesday, because that's obviously... look, everyone seems to be talking about Pendra. Look, he runs on the Tuesday. He is certainly an exciting novice. He certainly, on 1 through 7, looks like he could have a workable mark. I would be over the moon if he could be my first Cheltenham Festival winner.
So Rock on Ruby comes for the Arkle, and the trainer, I bet, can hardly wait.
No, I mean, this is the fourth year we've been to the festival with him, and he's been a star in our eyes, and we're hoping he can go one better again than he did last year.
Comes off the back of 2 very small field races. Is that a worry at all?
Not as far as we're concerned. I mean, he can only beat what's put in front of him, and it's not his fault that no one else has turned up to take him on. Obviously, key so far this season has been the ground, and that'll be the case in the Arkle. Obviously, better the ground, the better his chance. But he's a 9-year-old that's got the festival form, festival experience behind him. But obviously, the larger obstacles, the difference, and the main man that counts, Noel Feely, on his back has been very pleased with the progress he's made over the fences. So if he's happy, we're happy, and looking forward to it.
And with a bigger field, probably a faster pace suit you?
Yeah, very much so. We know he stays from when he was second in the Neptune over 2.5. So a real strong end-to-end gallop sees him at his best, and we're hoping that will be the case in this year's race.
Highland Retreat would probably be the least popular winner of the whole lot at Cheltenham if he comes and takes Quevega, wouldn't he?
Oh, I know, yeah.
She, rather.
Yeah, she, yeah. I mean, she's done nothing but improve all season for us. We're all trying to beat one mare. But I keep saying she can't keep on winning. But at the same time, if we finish second to an absolute legend like her, then we'd be obviously over the moon.
I have to ask you about Vukovar, only because obviously Delarc has advertised that race in France in some style since the 2 horses came across the water.
Yeah, I mean, Vukovar, we probably don't need to talk too much more about. There's been plenty said since Delarc came and boosted the form, and he's a lovely big horse that we're very lucky to have in the yard, a chaser through and through, and we see it as more of a stayer in the making, hence why he's being stepped up again to 2-4 for the JLT. Done everything we've asked of him at home since his last run at Newbury, and he's a horse we hold in high regard and hoping for a big run from.
So what about the team, and obviously people talking about Anacotti really ever since the Feltham at Christmas?
That's right. He seems absolutely great order. He's got lots of experience, and he's proved he can act around the track. And he's freshening him up. He's in great form. Worked very well yesterday. Scored today. So all on target.
And got to say too, it turned out to be a masterstroke to run him in that handicap. Yes, he got beat, but you weren't. I know you don't like getting beat, but in a funny sort of way, it was probably as happy in seeing a horse get beat as you've ever been leaving this place, weren't you?
Oh yeah, it was seconds frustrated the life out of me. But that was 1 second I was absolutely over the moon with. To give Donald's horse £9. I know he thinks a lot of the horse, and he had to carry 11-12 on his back, and it was only 2-5. He's better over 3, so I thought it was outstanding run.
And are we definitely talking RSA?
I'd be just favouring that at the moment. He's in the handicap as well, 3 mile handicap, but I'd be just thinking more keep him against the novices, and they probably won't take him on as much out in front.